welcome back. I'm eating today. So you're gonna join me and eat because we're doing story time today. Today I'm eating plantain chips. I'm not gonna eat the old bag, but do you like plantain chips? I like plantain chips. I love plantain chips, especially the dry one. I don't like the sweet one. I like them too, but this is the one that's not so sweet. Okay. So today's story time. I'm gonna tell you a story about when I was a girl in Nigeria. Right? So, all right, let me finish because I want to eat it in your ear and crunching and crunching and crunching. I don't know how these people do this mukbangs, eating and talking. I can't do it. Let me know. Come on, be choking myself. Abi, no, okay, I'm choking myself. Oh, let me drink some. Alrighty, so today's story time is my story time of when I found out I had to go to boarding school. So, in Nigeria, you have elementary school. I went to a private elementary school, St. Xavier's in Lagos. But then it was time to go to, and back and forth. I'll go back and forth to the U.S. and come back. So I had to go to secondary school. So secondary school is when, it's going to Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4. It's like kind of, like your preteen, teenager times or whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm going to boarding school. This is next. I'm graduating. So what's next? Boarding school. So my mom said, you're going to boarding school. You want to go to the same boarding school I went to, St. Louis in Jos. That's in northern Nigeria. Just Nigeria. So my grandparents were at. So it was cool. I was go see my grandparents. So that wasn't a problem. But then I found out at that point I had really, really long hair. Like my hair was long, and that was it. Even when it was stretched out, it was just long because I always got my hair braided. I had beautiful long hair. Then I find out that I have to cut off all my hair. What? Now you can't keep me away from the barber shop. I'm at the barber shop like this. Da, 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 da. I love a barber shop, but then when I had that hair, I had to cut it. I lost my mind. I lost it. I was so sad. And they cut it to crazy low. Like your hair was crazy low. So my hair was crazy. It was like just a little bit longer than this and all around, right? All around, but just a little longer than this. Same length all around. Cut off my hair. That was very traumatizing. So that was the beginning of my trauma of boarding school. So join me in my story time. I hope you guys are going to be ready to get into it. So I'm going to maybe do this like a 2-part. But let me know if you want me to continue, because this is my story time being in boarding school. So we, right before we start going, we have to buy provisions, because you bring your own provisions, meaning like your small little snacks, your food that you're going to eat, like when you're mess hall, because, they have a mess hall where you eat food, but they, you were able to bring your own little snacks. So we bought cookies, we bought washing detergent, because you have to wash your clothes out by hand. There's no washing machine in this thing. I'm getting ready to tell you what happened when I got there. So we bought our provisions, we bought our cookies, or our chips, whatever, the little snacks, some drinks, some, like stuff that you can, carry and go and make and just keep it underneath your bed. So got the provisions. That was exciting because I got a lot of provisions. So I was excited about that. Then flew into Jos, stayed at my grandmother's for a night, and then we headed to the school. So we came with my luggage, which I had I had on regular, a dress that was made for me by my grandmother or something like that. Because back then you used to get a lot of stuff sewn. So just like a regular dress or whatever, just to go in. Then we enter the school admissions, and it was a white Reverend sister. It was a Catholic school. So it's St. Louis Jos Catholic School. So if you guys are ever watching this and you went to St. Louis Jos and you remember me, make sure you hit me up. I would love to run into some of my old counterparts that I went to St. Louis Jos with. I only stayed there for a little bit, but it was a fun time. So get there, they set you up, do the paperwork, everything. My mom is there. Grandmother's there. We're doing some paperwork. Then they send me to my dorm. I don't even remember the name of my dorm or whatever. Get to the dorm, it's bunk beds. I said, Jesus. But my dorm had its own bathroom and shower, but only the senior students, only the senior students were able to use that. We had to use the communal bathrooms and stuff like that. So I'm gonna talk about that story. So did all that. My mother left. I was really sad that day because I'm in a new environment. I don't know anybody. I'm just here. I'm in Jos. And Jos is, predominantly Hausa. Well, everybody in the school spoke English. And trying to found out my classes and everything. First night, fell asleep. I think about 6 or 5 a.m. There's like everybody get up, get ready, go take your showers and everything. Literally, because my mother also, we had a bucket too. So I was kind of frazzled because we had our own personal bathroom in Lagos. So I didn't know I had to go to a bathroom with everybody. Like, it was like all of the, like, everybody had to wait, and the water was cold. You either had to draw your own water or there's a tap if you can fill it up. Imagine taking your bath, ice cold shower, not shower, bath, meaning you have a bucket with a cup and you're pouring the water over you and you're lathering up your loofah or your sponge to get you ready for that bath, right? It was the coldest thing ever. I just felt so sad. I was like, this is freezing. Like, freezing. And Jos is usually not a hot place like how Lagos is, or Jos gets colder. It's a little bit colder there. So it's already a chilly morning. I'm here. I'm starstruck. I'm shocked. I don't know what's going on. And then we took my bath, all right? Went back, got ready, went to class, met all my fellow students. It was Form 1. And we all didn't have our uniforms at the time. Everybody there has to wear a blue and white uniform, meaning it's a blue uniform with white embroidery, right? So I hadn't got my uniform yet. You have to order your uniform, and they measure you and everything, and you get your uniform. So I didn't have my uniform. So we had on like our street clothes, whatever we wore, like whatever we wore for the day. And, went through the rigmarole, classes, met the teachers, different things or whatever, went through that process. And at this time, I'm like, what? Of course I met so many different friends. Actually, the night that I arrived there, I didn't even tell you guys that. The night that I arrived there, as soon as I got there, somebody came and said, there were two women that were older than me. They were like in senior class. They were getting ready to graduate from St. Louis. And they all wanted to be like my godmother. They called them, and one was called Go-Go Yams and Go-Go Toms. So Go-Go Yams and Go-Go Toms. Go-Go Toms was like more of like, she was a little thicker. She was more like the muddly kind of like look. Go-Go Yams was like, party girl, slim, whatever. Party girl kind of, thing. And they both wanted I was like, I don't even know these people. How did they even know? Because I think I don't know if they get a list of who the new students are or what's happening, but I think they must have found out, and both of them wanted to be, and they really were like kind of feuding to be my godmother. I was like, I'm special. I've always been special. So I had two godmummies, Go-Go Yams and Go-Go Toms. So they always spoiled me, meaning that like Go-Go Toms would like send me provisions, make me food. Go-Go Yams would give me different things here and there and things like that. So it was really, really cool. When I got really, really sick one time when I was in school, Go-Go Toms went me to the hospital, sat with me, and was there with me and stuff like that. So you kind of have like a fairy godmother there, right? So nobody's really gonna mess with you when they know who your like godparents are. So those are my godparents. I'll tell you the story about the other kind of friendship circles that happen, but that's another day. But yeah, so boom, fell right in, had my, my godparents, love that. Go-Go Yams, Go-Go Toms. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for taking care of me while I was there. If y'all still in Niger, see your girl. See your girl, Aisha, is in America. Telling stories. So, I don't want this to be too long, but yeah, just chilling. I got to know everybody and whatever. And I had some like 3 or 4 little friends that I met. We were like friends and chilling and stuff like that. And part of the things that you have to do sometimes are chores, like, raking grass and stuff like that if you get into trouble. So Aisha, as you see me, glitterati. Of course I will get into trouble. So me and my 4 friends were like, we were chilling one day. I think it was like a Saturday or Sunday. Saturday. We were off. We were like, there's nothing to do. And then we like kind of looked up yonder because there's a lot of land. And then we saw that there were some mango trees. And we were like, oh, mangoes. I love mangoes. I love mangoes. My grandparents had mango trees and they had avocado tree. So I always ate my mangoes and avocado. And it was really, really yummy. So we saw the mango tree yonder. It wasn't for us to venture because you are told that you're not supposed to leave the school premises if you don't have permission. But no, we looked around. Oh, there's nobody here. So maybe we can just go ahead and tripsy along. So we promptly, literally, like, you know what I'm saying, walked over there, and there was like a little creek, a little stream when we got there. And we're like, should we, like, you know, like it's something you could kind of easily like hop over. So we hopped over it, and then there was a tree, and literally one of my friends climbed up the tree. Did I climb up the tree? I don't think I climbed up the tree. I think I was more of a, what do you say? The lookout. I was the lookout. So, they climbed the tree. They got mangoes. The mangoes were beautiful, red, yellow, orange, gorgeous, ripe mangoes. We stole maybe about 1 dozen, if not more. We put them in bags. We had some bags with us or whatever. I don't know where we get the bags from. I don't know how they appeared, but there was bags. So we put some in the bags. Of course, we shared it, and then we went across. We enjoyed that mango, sat down, were chatting. Went, you know, just, you know, the weekend passed, and then we get to class, and then all of a sudden they're calling us at the principal's office. I was like, why are they calling us? I don't even know anybody here. Why are they calling me at the principal's office? What's going on? Are they giving an award or something? My award was, I don't know who reported us or said something, but I think the people that own the house reported that some girls from the school had come and stole some mangoes. And who was one of those girls? Me, of course, because I don't understand how I'm in a mango theft ring all of a sudden. But that's just my life sometimes. Some things happen. I'd be like, how did that happen? So went to the principal's office, and then they gave us punishment where we had to pull the grass up, the weeds up from in between the flowers. We had to sweep the corridors of the schools and stuff like that. I'm gonna insert pictures of St. Louis so you guys can kind of see, and like when I'm prefacing the story or whatever. So yeah, I had to, and then like we had on our like regular outfits, and clearly we were the ones that stole it, right? So and they announced it in assembly, because there's an assembly every day, assembly for morning and assembly for afternoon, that these people were caught stealing mango. So everybody knew we were the mango thieves. So we had to do our chores and do what we had to do. So that was the story. I don't know what made me go steal mangoes, but that's one of my stories from boarding school. I'm so happy that I got the chance to do boarding school, because it made me a stronger and better person. Like when there's no water here in the United States, sometimes the water goes. I already know how to boil my water, get my water together. I know how to take my full baths from buckets. Okay? These little things. I already know sometimes if you have to wake up early and bathe with cold water, I can do it. I can do it. So the resilience the boarding school teaches you is something that you can replicate. At the time it was happening, I was over it.com, but it was worth it. All right, guys, that is my story time. One of my story times from boarding school in St. Louis. If you want me to tell you more story times about my time in Nigeria, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Road to 3,000. Take me there. I'm waiting. Please help me, or tell a friend. And for everybody that likes to argue in my comments, keep on arguing. I will fight you. Abby will fight. It's Glitter. Thanks for watching.
It's me too, baby. Dope Nation. Give me 2 shots on the regular.